Hi, welcome. I'm Coach Tonya here at Critical Bench, and this video is all about balance, and particularly for seniors. This is a series of balance exercises for seniors that you can do at home. Now, as we get older, our balance does tend to become a little more challenged, and that can be for various reasons. It could be injury. It could be, our eyesight tends to get a little worse as we get older, so our depth perception changes. There's a multitude of reasons why and how balance becomes more challenging. However, if we work at it daily, we can actually keep quite optimal balance, and it doesn't take a lot of hard work. It just takes some simple exercises done consistently that you're committed to doing to help keep that balance so that you're confident and able to move around in your space without increasing your risk of injury or anything like that. So I have a series of exercises we're going to go through once. The exercises we're going to be doing are, I'm going to pop up a text screen here for you so you can see that. We're going to be doing a weight shift, stationary march, rock the boat, back kick with a pause, tightrope walking forwards, and we're going to do it again backwards, and we're going to finish off with heel to toe raises. And you'll see on the text screen here I've indicated how many repetitions we're going to be doing for each of those. Okay, so what you need to do these exercises is you need a space that's free of stuff. So find it, you don't need a large space, but find an area that you can move around in that's going to give you freedom to do this, okay? Now, the other thing I'm going to recommend is a chair or a person, something that can be support for you, depending on your level of balance or even just simply your confidence in moving. Having something for support as a backup or as a safety net is a really good idea. If you don't need it, that's great. But in case you do, it's there for you to utilize and to keep you from falling or feeling topply, because we don't want anything to deter you from doing these. Now, as far as how many times do you do this, we're going to go through it once, and I'm going to point out a few things. I'm going to try to keep track of the counting. But ultimately, the more times you do this, the better your balance will become. If all you're capable of doing is one time through, that's great. Do it once today, do it once again tomorrow, and keep that up. But if you have time throughout the day to go through these exercises a couple times, I would strongly recommend it. The more times you do it, the greater your results will be, but doing it once is so much better than not doing it all. So let's get started with our weight shift. Now, for the weight shift, I'm going to turn my chair like this. You might want to do it facing a chair if you need the support. If you don't need the support, great. Have the chair there for you just in case. All we're simply doing is feet a little about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit further apart. Make sure you feel solid. So just set your feet so you feel balanced standing. You can have a soft knee, so that's just a slight bend. And all we're going to do is shift and put all of our weight on one side. So left. Now your toe can be touching the ground as long as you're not leaning on it, okay? Or you can lift it, and then we're going to come back down. We're not even really holding it for any amount of time. And we're going to do that again on the other side. We're going to do 6 altogether. That's 3 per side. So that was once on each side. We're going to do that again. 2. You don't have to come far off the ground. If you need to keep that toe just touching for balance, that's fine. You will get better at this. That's 3. Okay, so that's the weight shift. So now we've been moving side to side. Hopefully you're feeling a little more confident in that movement. So now what we're going to do is we're going to be transferring weight from one leg to the other and just doing a simple stationary march. We're not moving in any direction. Again, have something for support near you in case you need it. We're going to do 20 altogether. So we're going to, these are slow marches, and it doesn't matter how high you lift your knee as long as you're bringing your foot off the ground. So if you want to do a very impressive march, bring that knee right up if you can do that without falling over. But if you can just do, a couple inches off the floor, good for you. Stick with that, okay? It's important to start with where you're at. So we're going to do 20. So there's 1, 2, 3, nice and slow. Remember to breathe. 4, 5, you can try without the chair. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to add something here. We still have 10 to do. If you find that you don't really need the chair, but you're not feeling really confident without holding the chair, sometimes changing our arm or hand position can help increase our feeling of balance. So for some people, holding their arms out to the side helps them to feel more balance. This is our last 10. This is 3, 4, 5. You may have to stop here and touch the chair again. That's okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good job. So that was the stationary march. Again, play with the arm position as you get more confidence and your balance improves. The next one is called rock the boat. I have to be honest with you, I don't know why they call this exercise rock the boat, but that's what it's called. But it's a great exercise to help improve balance. So I'm going to show you first before I count out the reps, and we're going to do 3 on each side. So definitely for this one, if you've never done it or heard of it before, have something here for support. Again, arm position, you might want to have an arm out to the side, you might want to have it on your waist, or you might feel confident enough just leaving it by your side. So for rock the boat, you lift one leg up off the floor, bend at the knee, kick it out again, and bring it down. That's it. So that's how you do it. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. The leg up, bend the knee, bring it out, come down. Now there are progressions to this and more advanced movements where you completely step away from your support and you're doing it without any support at all, but we're going to start with the beginner level. Okay, so let's go 3 on the right leg, out, bend, I guess that's the rock, out and down. Let's do 2 more, out, bend, out, down. Last one. Okay, good job. Take a brief rest, reset your feet here. Let's do the other side. Out, bend, out, and set. Again, kick, bend, kick. Last time. Okay, good. Give those legs a bit of a shake. Feels good. The next exercise is a back kick with a pause. We're going to do 5 on each leg. I'm going to turn to the side. Now this really isn't a kick so much as just lifting your leg off the floor backwards and holding it for 5 seconds. Again, this is for a lot of these movements, we're shifting weight very, like it's a micro shift. It's not like a big giant shifting your weight to one side. But we're doing small micro movements that's actually forcing you to shift your body weight from one side to the other. And this all helps to improve your balance. So facing the chair, I'm going to use the chair for support. I'm going to take my right leg and just bring it off the floor. Again, it doesn't have to be high, just off the floor. My weight is now all supported by my left side. And I'm going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to do 4 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to do 5 with the other leg. If you are feeling like you're ready to try it without support, just step a bit away from it, but have it there in front of you. Again, arm positioning might be a factor for you. So some people having it on their hips is great. Others find more balance this way. Find what works for you, but ultimately still have your support there as you build up that confidence and balance, okay? I'm going to try this without the chair. I'm going to lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good job. Now I also want to mention too that I'm going through these a little bit quickly because I'm filming a video. I want to make sure I get all the content in here. You can absolutely pause the video and do each of these exercises at your own pace. Again, I don't know where you're at with your balance. It might be really good. You might be struggling with it. So it's important to do these starting where you're at, going as slowly as you need to. So you don't have to keep up with me. That's not the point of the video. The point of the video is to show you and demonstrate these exercises for you so that you have the ability to do them at your own pace. Okay, for the next one, the next 2 actually, we're going to add some movement. So you're going to need a little bit of space. Now I'm going to give you a couple options. Because you might need support, you might want to pause the video here and go to where you have a hallway that's clear of things that allows you to walk in either direction. You also might have, like I have, just a short amount of space here, so I'm going to be actually breaking this into chunks. I can't get 20 steps in one direction, but I can do probably 7 in each, so I'm going to count out the steps. Or if you have somebody with you, somebody in the home with you, you can have that person hold their forearm out for you that you can rest your arm on and walk, and that can be your support. So you're going to need some space. We're going to be taking 20 steps, and this is called tightrope walking. So these, again, tiny micro movements. So when you tightrope walk, if you can imagine, if you're on a tightrope, your heel is going to touch the toe of your foot as you take the steps. These aren't normal walking steps. These are tiny little heel-toe tightrope walks. So we're going to do 20 all together. Go at your own pace. Another thing to help with your balance is looking straight ahead. So with your chin parallel to the floor, find something eye level to focus on, because that does help with the wobbles. Okay, so here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to turn to finish this up. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, good job. Now, if you have to stop after 5 steps, 9 steps, 10 steps, that is okay. We don't want anybody falling over. So stop, reset, and just keep going. Now we're going to do the same exercise backwards. So it's the same little micro movements, micro steps going backwards. Now for this one, if you are really, really struggling with your balance, I'm going to recommend skipping over this exercise. I'm waiting for the next one until your balance improves enough that you can do it safely with support, whether it's a wall you're holding on to or somebody that you're holding on to. If your balance is pretty good and you're feeling confident, I still want you to have somebody for support or that wall, making sure your space is clear of obstacles, because going backwards, we can't really see where we're going. And I'm going to have to make sure I don't walk into the cabinet there. So here we go, backwards tightrope walking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, check. See, check. 7, 8. Turn around again. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now you can see, even for me, my balance is pretty good most days. I do have days where I'm challenged by balance because I lose feeling in my legs, but not being able to see what's behind me, I struggle a little bit. Most of that had to do with confidence. I didn't want to look like a putz and walk into something during the video. Okay, so the last exercise I want to show you for balance, again, I'm going to bring the chair out for support just to show you, is a heel to toe movement. Again, micro movement, shifting body weight from one side to another. And what it looks like is simply this. Now we're going to do 10, work up to 20 as you get more comfortable doing this. It's a very slow, small rocking movement. So we're going to go up on our toes or the balls of our feet, come back down, rocking back on the heels, lifting the toes up. That's 1, okay? So shifting weight to the balls of the feet. Again, you don't have to come up high, just come up off the heels, slowly rock back. There you go, that's 2. If you need to stop, reset your feet, shoulder width apart might be a little more balancing for you. This is up. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, And let's do one more. 10. Okay. Now you can rest. Good work. Hey, really good work doing those exercises. Few things I want to mention again. If doing it once is better than not doing it. So just try to make sure you get this done once a day. If you have time throughout the day to do it, another time or 2 more times, that's great, because the more you do it, the more quickly you're going to find that your balance is improving. A few other things, you always want to have something for support just in case, because we all have days, even if your balance is starting to improve and get really good, it's always a good idea just to have something or someone there in the room with you. Make sure sock feet or bare feet is actually best, unless you have to wear a specific shoe or an orthotic, then by all means go ahead and do that. And also make sure your space is clear of things. So go around and just pick up any little things that might cause you to trip or wobble or stumble, because we don't want anybody falling and getting hurt. Now, if you like these kinds of exercises, and if you want more exercises you can do at home to improve your balance, I really want you to check out that pinned comment below. This is a program that our own expert coach, Chris Wilson, developed, and it is the Neuro-Balance therapy program, and it is absolutely phenomenal in what it's doing to change people's lives. It is taking people who've had incredibly, very bad injuries, who've completely been seriously challenged by balance, and it has turned things around for them with a very simple exercises you can do right at home to start improving your balance immediately. So check out that pinned comment below. That link is going to take you to a page you can read all about it, read all the testimonials, and find out just how amazing it is and what a difference it's making in people's lives. So make sure you check that out. Again, I'm Coach Tonya. Thank you so much for doing these exercises with me today. You did a great job. Don't forget, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and please click that notification bell and subscription button so you never miss any of our great video content. Be safe, be well, and have a great day.